Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, Tesla discounts, incentives, spring incentives are back. They're happening in this market, and so this is a preview of what might be happening in the US market. So let's itemize, because there's actually 3 incentives / discounts that are happening. So let's take a look at that, plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. But basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla, all better than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. So let us take a look at this. Shout out to Tesla North for posting this. Tesla China is offering spring discounts on the Model 3 and Model Y for deliveries in March. Of course, this is because it is the end of the quarter. It's March. And so this certainly is a preview of what is to happen in the US market. I can for surely almost 99% guarantee it, because Tom Zhu, which is the executive that used to oversee the sales division for the China market, now oversees the sales division for the whole Tesla company, as I read it correctly, if I read that correctly. So he's used to incentives like these in certain markets to try and push vehicles and sales. And so maybe we could see plenty of incentives coming to the US market in the near future, because if we take a look at Tesla inventory, Model Y inventory is still relatively high. And it is pretty interesting to see which vehicles here are they specifically targeting. So the first one is a 8,000 yuan or $1,111 US discount if you use the insurance subsidy. So of course in Tesla China, if you sign up with Tesla insurance over there, you can get an extra $1,000 off the rear-wheel drive Model 3 and Model Y. The second one is financing from 1.99%, but it's only for the rear-wheel drive Model 3 and Model Y. And then the last one is a $1,389 discount off paint upgrades for the Model 3 and the Model Y. And so that's the question. Like, if you were to see if Tesla were to put incentives on the paint upgrade, like basically do a free paint, would that be something that entices you to get into a Model Y or Model 3? I don't think that's enough. I certainly like the 1.99% discount or 1.99% financing discount. If they could do that in the US, that would be a pretty nice incentive. And this insurance one, I've certainly seen for a while, and I certainly thought maybe Tesla would bring that to the US, but it has not been coming to the US at all. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. On top of that, a Model 3 ludicrous prototype was spotted again, and this time we can see clearly now that this Model 3 Highland Performance has a massive wing on the back of it. So really cool to see. I can't wait to see this actually coming out. I mean, it's probably going to be either this month or next month. We don't want an Osborne effect to happen for Tesla vehicles, and Tesla wants to sell what they can by the end of this quarter. And so certainly the discount for Model Y has disappeared. There was an extra $1,000 discount on the Model Y, and so that probably will not be coming back, or at least it won't be coming out for the next week or so, a week or two, until about mid-March, until the end of the March push for trying to get deliveries out there. But let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic after this water break. Leo, thanks for coming in. Yoko, thanks for coming in. Exciting stuff. Exactly. Rafi, thanks for coming in. I'll answer your questions in just a second. Let's just get through one more topic. In this next topic, just as predicted, there are 2 new features coming to 2 new Tesla models, coming soon. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Not a Tesla app. They posted this. Tesla is set to unveil a front bumper camera and ambient lights on the Model S and the Model X. This, we have no idea when this is actually coming out, but this was posted today, March 1st, and this was coming from a trusted source, which is not a Tesla app. And so this shouldn't be that much of a shocker because ambient lighting is on the Model 3 and the Cybertruck, and the front bumper camera is also on the Cybertruck as well. And so they've probably figured out how they were going to release this. And so this is like their refresh for this year, or their feature refresh for this year for the Model S and Model X, because Model X certainly has a lot of demand right now, especially for one under $80,000. Model S maybe not as much, but my prediction is it's going to be in these next few months for when the Model S and Model X get the LED and the refresh of the front camera as well. And not to fret, I mean, if you're a Model Y buyer, I would bet a lot of money that the Model Y is definitely going to get LED for the interior this year, especially because the Model Y in China has the LED already for their quote unquote refresh. But still really cool to see that this is actually coming out. I love features coming out pretty quickly for the Tesla model vehicles. And I gotta say, like, that front bumper camera, it's pretty useful. Having it on the Cybertruck, I actually use it a lot more than I would expect using it from the past. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic. Well, let's jump into the live stream comments. Leo, there's 2 threads about the Cybertruck Beast motor noise. I wonder, is it louder than the all-wheel drive foundation? I would imagine it is. There's also a thread about someone getting from Foundation Cyberbeast. Yeah, a lot of people. I think Salamantrin just got the Cyberbeast as well on YouTube, so that was really cool to see. Rafi, what's up with Tesla depreciation? Bought my car 5 months, Model Y. Performance, $52K, now worth $37K with 8 miles. This is insane. That's what, like a year ago or 5 months ago? It's supposed to depreciate every like 10% every single year with vehicles. Like, wait, I mean, there's that old adage saying where when you drive a vehicle off the lot, it's going to drop 20%. And so I guess dropping it, I mean, $37K, is that wholesale value? That's probably not private value, or it might be, because now you can get a brand new Model Y Performance for like $45,000. So that's probably why it has depreciated a lot. Volky, thanks for coming in. Great to see you. Makes sense that they would want feature priority from the recently refreshed lower end models to the higher end models. Yes, 100%. Yoko, what are your thoughts on PPF? That's a great question. PPF, I used to think that PPF was not worth it at all because of the cost of it, but maybe I had some wrong information, because I feel like when I was looking at it, there were certainly PPF vendors that would charge like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a full car. But shout out to the team at Bespoke Design Lab. They did our Cybertruck wrap, and they actually have some of the best pricing I have ever seen. I think for a PPF for the full car, it's anywhere from like $3,000 to $4,000, which I would double think and actually think that could be worth it, especially if you're going to be keeping a vehicle for 5 years. So if you're interested, hit up Bespoke Lab. They're in SoCal, Los Angeles area. And if you reach out to them, definitely make sure that you tell them that you came from Dennis, or ask for the Dennis deal from YouTube, so you can check them out. Bespoke Design Lab here, or Bespoke Design Lab on Instagram and probably all socials. But I would say PPF is worth it, especially for full frontal or full vehicle. I mean, I've got the Model X right now. I'm kind of thinking what I want to do with it in terms of changing whether the PPF on it or something like that. QM Model Y long range low in January was $444,000. Your best guess that it hits that low again? That's a good question. Let's take a look, because if we see what the prices have been for it, $44,000 in January of 2023. Is that what you're saying right here? Oh, Model Y. Oh, you're saying the Model Y rear-wheel drive, or you're talking about inventory prices was as low as $44,000? I guess I could see that because it was. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the Model 3 right now. Let's see, $44,000, $50,000 for the Model Y long range, all the way up to $65,000. I guess, what do you mean by when it's going to, your best guess it hits that low again? I would say by December of this year, if you can wait all the way till then. Curious on what the launch of the Ford NACS adapter will do to supercharger demand. Yeah, and I saw something earlier today that was pretty interesting in like a write-up on for Tesla superchargers networks for the Ford Mach-E owners, like because of how it's shaped or how the supercharger cable lengths or something like that, it actually Tesla recommended that Ford Mach-E owners park in between spots so that the cable is long enough for the Ford Mach-E. So I thought that was pretty interesting that they wrote that up for that. All right, what else we got? In this next topic, Elon just said that the Cybertruck is worth it for $250,000. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Sorry, he posted this. I don't know how true this actually is, but it says Ford just paid $250,000 for a Cybertruck in the aftermarket and is testing it at its proving grounds in Detroit. So you can see here, if we unpack this looks to be some sort of training area for Ford, and we can see a Cybertruck clearly parked and charging up. And so this could be some sort of inference that they're saying that, Cybertrucks being resold is $250,000. And so maybe they did that, or maybe they just had people on the list, like Ford specifically saying Ford had people on the list to buy the Cybertruck. But look at this comment right here. Elon coming in at 22 hours ago says, worth it for the Tesla Cybertruck. So is it worth it that it's worth $250,000? Is it worth it that Ford is testing and trying to figure out? Or is it something else in Elon's mind that he's trying to allude to? But pretty fun tweet that he posted to that about the Cybertruck and the $250K price point. In other Cybertruck news, we've got a crazy looking Cybertruck from EV Auto. We've got a lot to unpack here with this one, but we can see some high-res photos. The biggest thing that stuck out to me with this Cybertruck is the underglow, or maybe there's a couple of big things with this, but underglow is really cool to see it on an actual Cybertruck. And it makes me wondering, like, should we do that to the Tesla Cybertruck as well? I've never had underglow on a vehicle, but it would be pretty fun for that. On top of that, we've got a reflective Cybertron wrap. We've got T-Sport line wheels in 24 inches. And also we got a lowering kit that we actually just released a video about the install with the lowering kit as well. But really crazy to see this Cybertruck on all this different crazy. Oh, I mean, just notice there's like purple calipers as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Let me know what you think on all the different Cybertruck. Is the Cybertruck worth $250,000? And on top of that, we just did a fun interview with regarding that $250,000 Tesla Cybertruck that was sold. So definitely hit that subscribe because that's going to be coming out probably tonight or tomorrow on that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, if you're looking for the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla, you can do that by working with Tenet EV Financing, or our channel sponsor, Tenet EV Financing. Tenet, it can get you the lowest monthly payment for financing your Tesla. They can do this by deferring a portion of the loan, maybe even that $7,500 federal tax credit. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. And thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. Inventory is pretty high. Are you saying like when will it kind of come back? It's already pretty high. So I don't think inventory is ever going to go back lower until there's like a massive run on people trying to buy Tesla Model Ys, which I don't think is going to happen for a long time. Siraj, thanks for coming in. Yeah, sir. Thanks for coming in. In this last PSA topic, if you are a Cybertruck owner or about to buy a Tesla Cybertruck, the owner's manual has finally been released. So you can take a look at it and see all the different features from it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Sorry for posting this. Tesla has officially released the Cybertruck owner's manual and service manuals online for free. You do, I believe, have to have some sort of, or maybe not, you don't have to have a login at all. But you can take a look at all the different things within here for all the different systems the Cybertruck has if you wanted to nerd out through all the different details and specifications. But really interesting to see that Tesla likes to do this and release all the different documents all at once. And let me know if you find anything interesting in the Tesla Cybertruck manual that pops out to you. I think some people have already pointed out that there's a parking sensor section within this, even though it doesn't have it. And on top of that, there is a section for Cybertruck paint, even though this doesn't have paint as all. But really fun to see, and let me know if you find anything interesting with it in it. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments after this water break. But thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.